The world of Elysia has many royal families. The desert nation of Sabeldora, the city-state kingdom Cymbalia are only a few. In fact, more than half of the main cast have a royal origin. Grit is the prince of the Jaguar kingdom, and the elemental elf Shimmy is the daughter of a high official herself. The paladin Daniel served King Larbosa, ruler of one of the mightiest kingdoms, as he served as a member of the Silverhawks, while the parents of Raz were well enough off to give their children a chance to study. Of course, Jadilyna is in a league of her own. Follow us as we go into depth. The royal family of Orchidia, from the beginning till its reboot. Thousands of years ago, the kingdom of Orchidia was founded by the sorceress Jadilyna. The origin of a power unknown, and wielded the power of jade magic. She made her capital near the holy tree of Gamara, which ironically or not, held the power source of the jade magic. It wouldn't take long before the inhabitants harvested the magical energy from its roots, a powerful material named Gamara Jade, and it was used to power many magical artifacts. When Jadilyna died, her soul lingered in her eagle staff, the biggest magical artifact of the purest and rarest jade. Only one worthy to govern was allowed to wield its power, and thus would become a symbol of authority to all her descendants. While it is said the current monarchy are her direct descendants from queen to queen, and that would be clearly a lie. History is seldom that clean. Undoubtedly there were queens unable to reproduce a living female heir at least once, forcing a daughter of an aunt or even further in the line to take the throne. The first descendant we are aware of in the story is an unnamed queen, the mother of two daughters, Invidia and Adeyrid. To make it easier, that queen will be named after her eldest daughter. So, Queen Invidia the First. Under the rule of Queen Invidia the First, her eldest daughter failed the trials of Jadilyna, and thus was unable to wield the eagle staff, while her younger sister succeeded where she failed. The rule of our dear queen seemed to be uneventful for most. She arranged the marriage of her two daughters. Her eldest married a count, and got the last name Adeyrid, and before the count died, the princess gave birth to the first grandchild for the queen, a grandson named Casino. Her heir, Princess Adeyrid, was put into an arranged marriage with an Orchidian noble by the name of Kinder, a tall, imposing diplomat, and likely almost 2 decades her elder. While Kinder loved the young woman, there was no love for him in her heart. The princess, who had fallen in love with Dr. Callisto Vangelis. Queen Invidia the First died 3 years after her second daughter became heir. The cause was never mentioned, but likely it was a version of a disease unique in Orchidia, a disease named Legendariers, a sickness that was fatal. them possibly akin to radiation poisoning. Queen Adeyrid I. With the former queen gone, Princess Adeyrid became the new queen. And as queen, we are unaware of ancestors bearing her name. So, that's the reason we gave her the number. Well, her husband became king, but in name only, a title that was only worth a damn when he did function as a diplomat. In the first year, Queen Adeyrid, at age 19, fell from her steed, and while she survived, she damaged likely her womb, as the doctors could only conclude she would remain barren forever. Her line would die with her. Many mages were drummed together to find a cure, but to no avail. No mage was up for the task, save for one dark sorcerer, Galen, or as the world knew him then, Dark Hell. The royal family could not afford to work with someone so evil, so his help was refused. Well, officially it was refused. Secretly, the sorcerer worked with the royal Dr. Callisto and managed to create the first magical pregnancy in history. The queen was now a child, but the happiness of the royal couple would be short-lived. Finding use in a child carrying his blood, Dark Hell stole the child and overpowered everyone nearby, and named the girl Tenebris, after the demonic artifact that formed him. As far as we are aware, no casualties were left in his wake, and likely it was after this incident that Kinder's younger brother, Silbar, became the captain of the royal guard. But as far as the world knew, the first child of King Adeyrid I and King Kinder died prematurely. Dr. Callisto started to study the data Dark Hell had left in the palace laboratory, and it seemed impossible, but the good doctor managed to replicate the potion, and thus, 10 years after her accident, the queen gave birth to an heir, Princess Jadilyna. Next time, we continue with the rule of our dear Queen Adeyrid and her 2 daughters, the rebellious second-born and her evil-raised firstborn, and how their lives were molded as Legendariers.